Which, I mean, overall,
I don't mind having a pretty far away base, but I think that base in particular is on like Ender's side of the map, you know?
Yeah, and this
Whereas
one's
I think
on
this
yours.
one's on
Yeah,
Jason's.
for sure.
Very good panning, Mapu, thank you. Feel like I understand the map much better right now after that. After this slow panning, I'm like, okay, and the zoomed outness. What do you think? Anything come to your mind about this map?
Nothing stands out except for this base kind of in the middle, like the clover top leftish side up from this. But normally there isn't a base there, it feels like. But other than that, all the other aspects of this map feel very familiar. At least in its...
yeah, having one kind of forward there, I think is good.
Yeah. I mean, it's great. By the time you start taking those bases, it feels like the position of them themselves isn't as important anymore. We're talking probably that's like your 5th base.
Yeah.
So at that point, you're probably pretty comfortable in defending anyways.
Yeah, yeah. But that could be maybe that one in the corner one, maybe ones that you battle over in the later big map
for
games.
Sure. 100%.
I gotta say, I'm really hoping that Jason here goes for like battlecruiser mech again or some sort of mech. Like, you know, I'm very excited about today because I want to see these new patched units, like especially the Cyclone. Some of the Protoss units I'm excited about, like the Mothership, the Tempest. I want to see what that's looking like.
Yeah, the Mothership one will be a very interesting one to see.
I want to feel the late game macro of the Ultralisk users with their 275 mineral cost.
That's going to be very underwhelming. I want to see them burrow and unburrow. Get a feel for it. Actually, one thing I do want to see from Zerg is I want to see the Overlord drop stuff a bit more.
Yeah. That would be nice to see. Yeah, I want to see how the Banelings are handled as well. Like if I feel a difference watching the engages.
Yeah. I think you need to have a very close match for to feel the difference, but when you get them, like it's going to be pretty disgusting, I think.
It might be.
Like I was thinking about it. Sometimes we watch like Beyond versus Cyril or whatever, and the game is so fucking close, like the amount of Banelings being sniped and like the stutter step forward and backward, that it feels like the difference between 5 HP on a single Baneling could absolutely be the difference in the game.
So what you're saying is Beyond is finally going to win another world championship.
Very possible.
That would be sick, actually. What a comeback that would be. It's been so long since he's had one of those big victories, right? This last tournament he won.
Since he could abuse something.
Was that TSL? Yeah, so right now we have Overlord speed on the way. So actually we should be able to notice a little bit with that, right? Because Overlord speed, it's going to do better at decelerating.
Yep.
So like when he moves, it'll just be like slightly more responsive, it'll look like.
Yep.
So that's kind of cool. Hellions are not changed, Zerglings are not changed, Marines are not changed. Okay, there's a speed Overlord. Damn. Really wanted to watch that stop.
Was it slightly faster too?
Was it slightly faster? I think you might be right. I
remember we were talking about it and we were like, oh, it's like almost the same speed as a Broodlord now or something.
Yeah,
and I wasn't sure if they
I think
changed
you're
the speed or not.
Yeah, that does look a little bit faster.
It does.
And look at that stop.
Ooh, that felt nice.
Damn, on a dime.
That felt nice, for sure.
Ooh.
I like it.
Unfortunately, he's not going for mech, so we missed the game we wanted to see. I'm so sad. Really, really do want to see these patch changes. All right, some Speedlings running in here, and you know the Hellions obviously going to deal with these easily. They kill like one unit, and you have to get out. Some additional gas is coming up. Are we going to see those queen drops? Right, that's what we were supposed to be seeing before. It's like after layer, the queen drops are supposed to be buffed because of the dropper lord. That's what it said in the Community Balance Council. I want to know which council member wrote that.
Also, why would we want to buff queen drops particularly?
To spread creep around the map, maybe?
Yeah.
Because creep's not good enough?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it.
Remember when TLO did that? Oh my god.
Like I said when we were talking about it, I think it's nice to have drop Zerg play feel more strategic and less of a committed like thing in general. Because like once you do an Overlord drop, it just feels like it's in there to die. Like it's really hard to get your shit out of there. And but with a really quick stopping and like look at how quick that thing turned around.
Yeah,
look at it.
It looks better. It looks better.
Like
that actually looks like a responsive unit. It looks better than the Brood War Overlords.
No, that looks great. I can see some decent drop strategies with it for sure.
Yeah, I'm ready for that. You know, it is just pretty standard bio-looking play right now from Jason.
For sure.
Yeah, that little forward depot. Oh!
Suicidal Overlord? That is a lot of stuff.
That's a lot, yeah. The E-bays are going to be a pretty good block right there. It does get to unload behind the wall. Just trying to bomb these down right now with those Ravagers.
Man, these two Hellions are such a game changer. I still think he has to make a decent attack here, though. He can't just go home.
For sure, for sure. Look at this. He's on 51 drones. That's not what you want.
Oh, this is nice.
Yeah, getting 1-1 would be nice. I don't think he will, though. Like, Jason should have enough to break this.
I agree.
Oh, wait. Those were good biles, though. That was actually really smart. Yeah. I think sacking the Lings to try to kill both the E-bays was probably right, but now that he loses his units, I think we go to game 3 probably.
Probably.
Like, this looks like Jason should be able to just lean on him and kill him, you know?
I think he should have just gone for the throat immediately, because it was such a committed army. I don't know, at what point do you not just go home? Or rather, at what point do you win if you go home? Because I think even if you kill those engineering bays, maybe it's an even game, maybe. But
no, I think you kill the engineering bays, you're still like a little bit behind.
Yeah, which isn't good. So like even when he's focusing down the E-bays, it didn't make much sense in my opinion. But it wasn't.
Well, I mean, you have to do something.
Yeah, he wasn't primed to get anything really.
Yeah.
So
you can't just run, like you said.
But he might have had a better chance of winning by going for the throat. That's all.
Oh, I think that, well, it's super binary at that point, and
to me that feels like it's super binary.
That looked to me like if he goes for the throat there, to me it's like 99% of the time Jason's winning that. He really had a lot.
I'm not sure about 99, but yeah.
98%.
I mean, he went in and attacked anyways. It's like he lost his Lings and his.
Yeah. I feel like he was buying time for the biles, and like the Lings died even quicker than expected. Is what it felt like to me.
Yeah, I don't know. Should have just backed up then, if he was going to do what he did.
All right, some nice pressure here. Has a couple of nice mines down there as well. Going to boost out. Oh, even gets a mine out. I didn't even see that mine unburrow. It unburrowed so fast.
I didn't even see the mine.
Yeah. Well, it's because he's not allied with you.
Right. But he's allied with you.
Yes. I'm a Terran player.
Brood War Terran player.
Yeah, that's what matters.
StarCraft 2 Protoss, though.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't find a StarCraft 1 Terran that plays StarCraft 2 Protoss. Doesn't play StarCraft 2 Protoss. Classic. He's a Terran player. You know. All right, Infestor's coming out. Okay, the Infestor's different with the instant fungal, but like I don't think that's going to come into play very often, right? It's like they have to be attacking you, and the Infestor pops out right there, and then you're like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, the only thing is it actually does, like if you think if he had to get pathogen glands, like this unit wouldn't be, probably wouldn't even be in the decision-making process right now.
Yeah.
But the fact that he doesn't need it does feel like it might be an option for like a mid-game defense unit, which is kind of cool.
I like the idea. If you have Ravagers, why not grab a couple?
Yeah.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. We'll have to see like what.
Drop!
Oh my God. Hello. Okay.
Damn.
That's almost what I would like to see. He had a fast enough overload that he could have just turned around.
That's true. Wasn't really paying attention.
That was old Zerg drop. I want to see new Zerg drop.
All right, let's see. Just a little bit of fungal play in the mid game. You don't see this that often.
Yeah. Misplaying a bit here. Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely wasn't ready for it. No biles at all, but still.
It was still good.
That was very good. Yeah.
Eliminates the army.
That would not have been possible in the previous patch. So that's quite nice to see.
Yeah. I didn't feel the 5 damage difference there.
For sure.
Looked about the same. All right, good harassment here from Jason. He's really keeping the pressure on. Look at this, 72 workers against 53. Like, you know, it almost looks like Ender's doing okay, but really he's not.
Yeah, the worker counts are pretty bad.
Like he will, like if Jason just keeps this up, you're going to see Enderr like really struggling.
He has the like push defense, but he doesn't actually have the harass defense too. So like the drops are going to get stronger and stronger. Yes, he'll probably defend any major pushes, but at the end of the day, when your economy's worse, drop harass is going to be probably something worse for you to deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at those incomes.
Ooh. Nice fine hit for the Zerg.
Well, I don't know why we're...
Yeah, I don't think either.
Feels like there was more potential to do some kind of main harasses too.
Yeah. He's kind of he's being a little bit timid.
God, look at how
based
fast
on the
it is.
position. Yeah, it is quite fast. All right, the tanks come up 1 sieges. kind of funny watching these unsieged tanks.
Oh my god, the drop behind.
Yeah, yeah.
Dead here for sure.
Oh, good fungal, but not enough for anything. I think Enderr is like... Well, I mean, there's not like a reason to leave the game right now, but like he's not... Not much is getting better for him. Oh. He'll have 2-2, which is nice. Right? But he's like basically sitting here on right now 64 drones doing nothing but making units.
Yeah, and he only killed 3 SCs there. If somehow he killed like the entire economy at that base, then we might have a game, honestly.
Yeah.
But 86 to 85 workers, and it's just a worse army.
Yeah.
The only thing is this army could get lucky with fungal, so we'd have to see.
How many? I think he only has like 2 infestors or something. It's like pretty low right now.
Yeah.
I
so
can't imagine
if you don't
that
have
being
the
enough. Oh, was that a little burrow movement? No, he doesn't have burrow movement.
I don't think so, but
it felt like it was a burrow. Was it not a burrow?
If
was
he
it
had
just
fungals here, I think he honestly holds. I don't know if he wins still, but
I think he has 2 fungals.
I don't think so. No, he doesn't.
Oh.
Just barely.
Oh, yeah, just barely. They should regen mana quicker, too.
Yeah. They should kept pathogens and had it regen energy quicker.
There you go.
Nice fungal. Too bad it doesn't do anything anymore.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I did feel the 5 HP difference there, but
yeah, maybe just slightly. Yeah. There. With nothing else attacking, it's kind of easier to see, right?
For sure.
Yeah, Jason is in extremely good shape. He's 4 base against 3, knocking out that 4th base of Enderr.
Yeah.
It's funny watching his armor upgrade be higher throughout this game. I always love stuff like that. It's always funny. Can you think of any situation where armor upgrades for Terran playing Bio against Zerg would be better than attack upgrades? Any situation. Anything.
Yeah.
What?
Let me try and formulate my thoughts.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like
It's a hard one. Because everything is range, so it's like the range attack plus DPS output is like so high, plus your healing.
And maybe this is a really stupid question coming from a stupid player. Does Splash of Mines do anything with armor upgrades?
No.
That would be one instance where I could see if armor did have an effect there. That might make sense. Which is kind of funny, but I don't know. Maybe
the only thing I can think of is
cracklings, maybe to me.
No, because they were melee, so you want the damage to kill them before they reach. But I think only versus Mass Hydra would it be better.
Okay.
That is the only situation in which the armor upgrade for Bio would be better than the attack upgrade. Because Hydras shoot so quickly and have such good range. So you'd want armor upgrades there.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, you do want armor upgrades. I don't know if you want them, I don't know if you want them more than attack ever. But that.
Yeah. Well, that's why I think it's so funny looking at 2-3 here.
True.
Right. Because obviously he
and
lost
it's also
eBay.
Oh, did they change that? Is it not more expensive anymore?
The Terran ones never were for Bio.
Oh, they weren't.
But they changed the ones on Cybernetics Core and they changed the ones on the Spire.
Right. For whatever reason, I thought that they were. But
I don't think they changed the Evo ones, right? Because the carapace on Zerglings is more expensive, I believe.
They changed it so that they were equal, I thought.
They did for most things, but I'm not 100% sure they did.
Carapace is always more expensive, so I don't know if they changed that or not.
But not for Bio. Not for Bio.
Huh?
Not for Bio and not for mech units.
Yes, but I think in Zerg they changed it.
Yeah.
Because Carapace was a more
I know they
expensive
changed
upgrade.
on the Spire. For sure.
Zerg I've not played in a while. I really have not played in a while. Maybe like a year or so, realistically. That being said, what we're just talking about has nothing to do with my amount of time played. Like,
a lot of EMPs there. Guess we're the hatch again. Very rough stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we've been bleeding for basically the entire game.
Yeah, but you know, Ender's like putting up quite the fight. It's just, it doesn't feel like he has a chance. And this is a funny thing about this matchup, is like a good Zerg player can kind of make this look like a game this entire time. And if Jason was worse, you know, this could end up in Ender's favor. But like, just consistently doing this over and over is actually how you beat him. You know?
Yeah.
Just knock out a base here and there, keep him small, and you're gonna win.
I feel like Jason had his advantage and kept it the entire game.
Yes.
Which is, at the end of the day, is all you really need to do to win.
Yep. And like, you know, bleeding people out over time, it's oftentimes the surest way to win. Like, you can finish people, but like, if you get an advantage as far as economy and macro goes, a lot of times it's like the right play can be, get more ahead.
Yeah, because one of the ways you lose is by over-engaging or something and losing your advantage.
A lot of times you need your opponent to feed you with their army.
Yeah.
I like the attempted transition ultras. Does he have burrow, though? Dude, look, he has 4 ultras. He would, look how many minerals he has in bank. 400. Well, he could have still gotten the 4 ultras if they cost 25 more minerals.
Yeah.
But hold on, we're gonna watch this.
Well,
right?
actually, I mean, realistically, with ultras, not that they're different in any way, but a sick fungal and ultras killed for this army,
yeah,
that would be disgusting.
Yeah.
Although he's not.
But
he
he has no fungals.
Yeah.
Yeah, the EMP's in him. That's a perfect ultra skin.
Yeah.
Enhancements ultra. Look at all the tanks, man. Damn.
Somebody in chat said StarCraft 2 aged worse than Brood War in terms of graphics. That just can't be true.
Well, that is an opinion one.
Yeah, but
right?
still,
That's
it just
an opinion.
it can't be true. Like Brood War was designed at such a different era.
No, it
of
can
video
be.
games.
It can, in theory, be true. Dude, this was clean, and I fucking slobbered all over it at dinner, and I look like shit on the camera.
They said it was after you peed. Before you peed, it did not. There were no drops.
I got pee spots. I pee out of my nipples. So, okay, but graphics can age poorly, right?
No,
So think about
that
this.
is true. That is true.
Like, Super Nintendo graphics, those graphics are still made in games today. If you look at PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, Nintendo 64, terrible graphics. Nintendo 64, you can't play those games today.
For sure. Like almost the first generation of 3D games, felt like they were not that. They didn't age nearly as well as the
they
later
great
generation.
when they came out.
Yeah, their later generation 2D games felt a lot crisper in general, for sure. No, I just think StarCraft 2 in particular was made in a very timeless way. It feels like the graphics feel very timeless. There are a lot of games that
I agree.
are like that, and StarCraft 2 feels like one of those games.
Yeah.
Like if StarCraft 2 came out today, let's just say it came out today, these are the graphics. Nobody here says, man, these graphics fucking suck. In my opinion, nobody says that. Nobody would be like, holy shit, these graphics are insane. But nobody would say, man, these graphics are truly bad. They feel very good, especially when you have the better...
I think they kept up fine.
Yeah, if you have the better quality shaders and stuff, they look really good. So,
yeah, it still looks like what it's supposed to look like and everything. I think that's important. But yeah, I don't have any problem with StarCraft 2 graphics. Like a lot of people say they like Star 1 better for graphics. Like a lot of people,
they are different. It feels like StarCraft 1 graphics are definitely crisper.
They're very gritty.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, StarCraft 1 got remastered, so that's not fair either.
That's true.
So it's actually
if you're not
newer.
using the remastered graphics, then
if you have a big enough frontal cortex brain tumor pressing against all those good spots, it's definitely true that Brood War can look better than StarCraft 2. Please let us discuss more the opinions of this tumor-infested people.
Hey, this was a chat idea that I disagreed with.
I love
at
it,
the end of the
man.
day.
I love it. Don't Defense is such a StarCraft 2 guy, but he's in there every day watching Brood War. Love it. Thank you, Don't Defense. I hope you won your first match, man. We'll check the bracket afterwards.
We completely did not pay attention to this map reveal. But
we already did this one, Golden Aura.
Exactly. I was going to say.
So it's not as big a deal, but...
Is this Stormgate? Yes,
that's how good the graphics are. That you're not even sure, is this the new RTS game? I wish that creep was grass. Just like Zero Space.
Dude, we should have the ability to change creep color. That would be kind of cool.
Dude, that would be a skin I would buy.
Yes, a creep skin. That would be cool.
Make a different color creep.
Like when we had that mech Zerg skin, that would have been a cool
mech creep
opportunity to do mech creep. Yeah,
that would be cool.
That would be cool. So much potential in this game.
Yeah, it's too bad that they shut everything down.
It's too bad they didn't deem it profitable enough to continue.
This doesn't make us billions of dollars. Throw it away.
Wait, does the game have fans though?
This game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it have enough fans though?
No.
Can we do franchises?
Not enough to even put its graphic in.
How many millions
logo.
are their franchises worth?
More millions than this one.
That's the problem.
Except probably Overwatch is probably negative at this point. I'm hoping for mech from Jason. I'm hoping. Crossing my fingers.
Yeah, that would be nice. It would be nice to see.
There's a factory. That's the first step on mech.
Yep, and there's a reactor.
Oh, shit.
He could build 2 cyclones at once if he swaps them.
Yeah. I would love to see that, man. Really, I mean, if I was a Terran player, you couldn't get me not to just make masses of the new unit, right? Like, because Cyclone is basically a new unit. Like, if they buffed Goliaths in StarCraft 1, I would make nothing but Goliaths in all 3 matchups for a couple days, you know?
Yeah, at least to see it.
Yeah,
for
it's,
sure.
like, it would be impossible to stop myself. Just so kind of exciting, you know?
Yeah. Okay, we're not swapping them yet. Interesting.
Wait, someone says I got all 120 stars in Mario 64 back in the day. I doubt I could do that now. Is that hard to get all the stars? Like, I know people speedrun it, and that's super hard, but something like that can't be that hard, right?
I don't think it's that hard, no.
No.
Speedrunning it for sure, though.
It's not hard, just time-consuming. Okay, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
but if it's time-consuming, you wouldn't say you wouldn't be able to do it now.
Yeah,
it's
I would
more
be
of
able to do it.
Yeah, the whole point would be that you could do it. It would just take time.
Yeah. All right, Reaper just kind of scouting around a bit. Tech Lab is coming up, so unfortunately, I think that's going to be for Stim. Jason lost that first game. He's like, fuck it, I just want to go to the next round. Yeah, he's going to start Stim. I'm so sad.
That's a lot of Zerglings.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry. It's for Starport. I was like not paying attention at all. Okay, SCUs get pulled. That's like good micro from Jason.
Jason should have the most experience at handling this.
That's true. He's been on the NA server for many, many
Yeah,
years.
out of pretty much anybody. Oh my god, he's going to let us lose his Hellion here. Ooh.
Ah, that's unfortunate. But he still has 3 left.
Yeah.
Banshee on the way. Loses 12 workers, but he's going to be able to put some pressure on across the map. Only 35 drones for his opponent.
Yeah, but that's a lot for him. 35 to 20. That's
Yeah,
in
yeah.
a third base.
Well,
if he doesn't do decent damage here, he's in a pretty bad spot.
I don't think it's as bad as it looks because he went for a 3rd command center after factory. So you can actually replace your
Yes.
SCVs reasonably well.
But it all depends if he does counter damage or not. Because
Well, certainly you can't do nothing with this
I
build.
agree.
But I don't think it's as dire as it looks. Like a lot of times you see damage against these 3 command center builds.
24 workers to
And it's
45
not-
right
Yeah.
now.
Well, I
with
mean,
3
he's
bases
exploding
and a
drones
bunch
right
of
now.
Yeah, but he can keep exploding drones forever.
Yeah,
basically forever.
But because he's doing that, that opens up the opportunity for more damage from Hellion Banshee too.
So we are in agreement here.
Yeah, but I feel like you might be slightly underestimating having 3 commands this quick.
I think you
That's the
might
only
be
thing.
overestimating it, is what I think.
Oh, I'm not overestimating. I'm estimating it exactly as it is.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you?
This is a simulation. I'm the only real person in here. That's why
Could
you
be,
guys
could
are
be.
all watching me.
Could
I want
be
you guys
true.
to think about that for a moment. I'm the only one in here. I have a VR headset on in some fucking weird future that you guys will never understand. And I'm playing this game on hard mode, and it's super fun, and a lot of people are watching me. In fact, more people are watching me in the future play this simulation than are watching this stream right now, because I'm one of the best simulation players of a StarCraft streamer in 2023 at USA. Okay?
I don't disagree.
You're not programmed to.
Yeah.
All right, the Cloak Banshee's coming in. How much is he going to get done? 4 racks is on the way, man. He's going to start really pumping units. Going after Queens. Oof. It's always funny to see something like that. It's like, oh, his multitasking isn't quite the level of, like, you know, top
Ooh.
pros. All right, Hellion's trying to poke up, can't do it. Going to rotate over. See if they can find another way in.
Still, this damage feels very inadequate
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
It's
And
pretty
no, third
weak.
base isn't landed, even though, yeah, he's caught up a bit in the SCV count.
Yeah,
but
50-62. See, it's not as bad as it seemed.
especially if he loses these, though, without killing anything, that's pretty bad. I mean, 2 workers. Yeah, the problem is once this 4th base gets out, he's going to explode in drones again.
I wish he had targeted that last one. He got in 2 more.
Yeah.
I saw a transfusion on one of the drones, so that was good.
He's going to be slightly ahead for sure, Enderr, at the end of the day.
52
Could
to
creep.
57, 3rd base coming down. He's got 5 barracks and 2 E-base going.
11 mutas on the way.
Yeah, the mutas are scary.
And also-
that's a great call from Enderr, I think. I think mutas here are great.
This base now being up is going to drone explode, so he should be pretty ahead in drones. Both of these should go down. Well, maybe that one gets away. Maybe.
At least this gets him a little bit more time. He already had started some turrets. But that'll give him a little bit more time to be ready, too. Those chasing the Banshees.
Ooh. 1 meter goes down already. Turret already up here.
Nice
turret.
Nice turret. That's a good, solid turret.
Oh, he got the Banshee.
Good bomb. I think
this
losing
is
the
nice,
Banshee is not... Ooh, that's painful. That's
really
painful.
Nice. Yeah. Get the SP.
That's Jason maybe being a little bit greedy with how quickly he sent things. And look at this. Suddenly it was like 50 to 65, and now it's 54 or 75.
Part of it, too. Like, the 4th base drone explosion is now pretty comfortably defended.
Yeah.
So.
And, I mean, 75 is something you can actually just sit there and play at.
Yep. It's very hard for the Terran player to actually pressure this income now.
Yeah. Getting his second factory in an armory. That's interesting. Like, I mean, that has to be mines, right?
Yes.
It's just he's going to go, you know, drilling claws, mass mines, marine, medevac.
Yeah, at least for a bit, for sure.
I've seen some people go, like, tank mines, like 1 fact tank, 1 fact mines. I don't really like it, though. It doesn't feel right. There's something gangly about it.
Gangly?
Gangly.
Supply blocked. What's gangly about it?
What's gangly about it? There's something about, like, moving that type of army, because mines with the Bioforce is, like, the most mobile you can get, and tanks is, like, the least mobile you can get.
Oh,
so it doesn't really move together correctly. Ooh, 10 SCVs gone.
That's true, but it feels like you don't move it in that kind of way. It's like you set the mines up forward, use your tanks in the back, and you kind of had a fight in the middle somewhere, you know?
Yeah, but it's
or
a little bit... Can you
leap,
imagine, though,
leapfrog.
trying to set that up and make that work? It's gangly.
Yeah,
it's gangly.
It is gangly.
Yeah.
But it isn't, like, gangly to a point where you wouldn't do it.
Yeah, no,
it's just
as I said, I've seen it.
It's all positional. Yeah.
I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan of it.
Definitely gangly.
He is making a tank.
Dude, StarCraft 2 engineering base should fly. That should have been a change in the patch.
That is a nice thing. eBays are always flying around in StarCraft 1. The man in the missile turret. Actually, we don't know if he's in there. There's a little windshield on
Could be
there.
autonomous now.
Yeah, might be.
That'd be a big patch change. He doesn't spin nearly fast enough in StarCraft 2.
Huh? Oh,
Man
yeah.
in missile turret.
Yeah, they got workers' rights now.
Yeah.
In StarCraft 2, it came out
And Brood
10
War
years
was like
later.
5 Gs.
Yeah,
spinning.
it's wild. And the turrets are way better in StarCraft 2. Way better. Mutalists don't just look at it and say, LOL. That's nothing. They're actually like, oh, it's a missile turret. We could kill it, but maybe there's a choice here. All right, Thor's coming out right now. Thor's didn't get changed at all.
That's dead, 100%. Mutas flying and kill all that.
No, he's about to have Thor's pop, though.
Well,
Right? He had 1 Thor pop. I guess that's the Thor with the natural. That's a lot of mutas, my man.
hey, look at these turrets that he's really respecting.
It's 1 turret. You literally have watched me play games this week where I have 7 turrets.
I'm just fucking with you,
and
Artosis.
and it's not 24 mutas like here, but it's 11.
Your leg,
11 mutas. They look at 7 turrets and they laugh at me. They laugh at me. Not even 1 dies. God damn it! Don't you ever joke about that. Don't you ever joke about that. These little bitch-ass StarCraft 2 mutas. Get out of here.
Hey, he's going to see this turret. Do you think he's going to respect it?
More than a StarCraft 1 turret. He'd think that was a queen transfusing him if it was a StarCraft 1 turret. All right, backs up. There's a lot of Thors now. Like, Jason's army's looking pretty good. I think this is where you actually are supposed to just, like... Well, Enderr is max, but you're supposed to turn everything you have into a Baneling, basically, and just win the game.
Yeah.
I think because if you kill Jason's army 1 time, I think the game is basically done.
Yeah, 2,500, 1,100 bank. I mean, at this point, he just wants to trade.
Yeah. That would be the entirety of what I'd be trying to do as Enderr is, like, get this 2/2 upgrade done.
I mean, this is just his 4th
Kill his
base.
army 1 time, we're good.
He's probably just going to try and control the 5th and call it a day and just bank. Because at this point, there's no reason to actually attack
Makes
into a
sense.
4th base.
Yeah, yeah.
But a 5th, that's something we try to block.
Someone's saying Enderr let Jason back in the game. I think Jason played solidly, and like I was talking about, the 3rd command center, he wasn't as far behind as it looked. You know, it was still a playable position.
We were talking about this earlier. You don't want to force your advantage because you'll lose it sometimes. I think Enderr did
like
a good
look
job.
what Enderr has. Like
he's
maybe
maxed with a huge bank. So
his lead percentage is maybe slightly lower,
but
maybe just slightly lower. But yeah, it's not that far off. And like if you look at his creep spread, his upgrades, his tech, the amount of bases, yeah, everything all together, it's like, I mean, the position is harder to play than what he was in before, but that's just the nature of StarCraft. Like that's part of the comeback mechanics. Is like that later game can be tricky to pull off, but like.
No, he definitely kept his.
Even though we have Jason's max, so he has potential to like take a really good battle and like, come back as well.
Yeah, he's maxed.
That's why StarCraft's good though.
Bank, though.
That's like literally why it's good is that we have these. You can come back.
Yeah,
it's important. This is a good game. This is a good one.
Good game, for sure.
A lot of Banes. That's what I want to see. 72 Banes. That's about right.
These are worse Banelings, though.
They are, but let's see if we can even notice that.
Yep, let's see.
30 health.
I feel like this is the less noticeable interaction, and the interaction I was describing before where it was like 2 base bio timing versus like centrifugal hooks just finishing up. Those timings are going to be way more noticeable.
Those are going to change.
So this is the 5th base. This is the point of contention I was talking about.
Hey, I wonder actually, based on health, I'll talk about it after, but here goes. He's rolling in now.
Oh, the mutas are going to evaporate.
Well, that was a magic box. He did a good job with that. Just kind of rolling past everything.
Oh my god, what was that?
I don't know what the fuck that was.
Was it the siege tank?
Well, I was just going to ask that I don't know.
Did every muta evaporate too?
But like, there might be a siege tank upgrade level or something where the siege tank splash one-shots a ton of Banelings.
That felt fucking gross.
Like,
I feel a little sick.
I think it mostly does already anyways, though.
Unless he detonated those Banelings, I feel gross. And I don't think he did.
It must have been a mine.
Or siege tank shot, but still gross, man.
Yeah, no, that was kind of insane. But he is way up in supply. He has 14 ultras making, and Burrow on the way, so we're going to see. And
Burrow he still has a decent bank. I mean, it just felt gross. That to me, I think previous Banelings, that fight probably is won or very close. It was a lot of mutas though too. So,
dude, that's a lot of ultras to pop out at once.
Way too many ultras.
Oh my god!
To pop out
Look at his bank, 5k, 1.5k after making 14 ultras.
It's the mineral difference,
dude.
How many minerals did he save
14.
There?
That's 250 plus 100. Plus 100, right?
Almost a hatchery's worth.
Yeah. So it's like 350 minerals.
All right, here comes the shitty ultras.
Literally a hatch.
That is a lot, but it doesn't... Well, I mean, it is a lot.
That is a lot of ultras.
He has the ultra upgrades now, the speed upgrade. Yeah, maybe just a few too many ultras.
Oh my god. It's insane. And you know what? He has a hatchery going up in the bottom left that he bought with all the money he saved with these 14 ultras. GG. Ender's going to take that down.
Very nice.